Hey, brothers and sisters. Hope everyone's well. So, last night I couldn't sleep, and I really just laid here and had so much on my mind. So, I decided to get up and just write some stuff down. And, I'm not that great at editing, so I just kind of took some pictures off my phone and gave you guys something to look at. So I keep thinking of all I must witness daily. I think about the thoughts and actions that have made up this life, the rituals of death I celebrated, unaware of what I was doing at the time. Birthdays, so called holidays, the lies, the manipulation, how my parents sold me into slavery, how I sold my own children, how they are selling theirs now, all unknowingly. The monsters who run this realm must find great glee watching us celebrate being born with life, real life. We are alive, gifted with life from the Most High God, our Father in heaven, and then immediately we are declared dead by the system of men. Our social security number and birth certificate declares you dead, and from then on you are a straw man according to the system we allow to rule us. You officially become a slave and are a unit of energy to be literally traded in the realm by your government. Every bit of work you'll do in your life has already been calculated, weighed out, and capitalized on. I don't know about you, but I do not consent to this. The thought of giving monsters even 1 penny of my labor or the fruits of my energy is just plain unacceptable. Think about it like this if you think you're not a slave. You go to work all week. You don't particularly like your job, but you do it anyway because you have to eat, you have to pay bills. If you want to get married, have a child, go hunting, go fishing, drive. If you want to go anywhere or do anything, you need money, right? So you work, and at the end of the week, a government official knocks on your door and he holds his hand out. That'll be 40%, please. But you say, I pay taxes. I pay on everything I do, everything I buy. Plus, I don't really agree with the government or what they do with my money. So the government says, well, I don't care if you don't pay me. I'll just take your freedom. I'll put you in handcuffs, and I'll take you out of your house and put you in a cell. And then I'll take your money anyway. Now, you could resist and not pay, and they'll put you in jail. But you had a choice. Now understand that you do not have that choice, because your money's taken before you even see it. Democracy is a joke, guys, and the joke's on us. That people ever agreed to this shit, it blows my mind. It really does. It just blows my mind. I won't even bother with the Constitution that's been suspended for longer than I've even been alive, or the systems set in place that are designed to look good but are total bullshit. Our courts are for the dead. They're based on admiralty law. I don't know about you, but I'm on the land, not on the sea, holy or otherwise. I'm alive, not some fucking straw man to be extorted through deception by nepotistic freaks of nature. I look around every day, and people around me are the walking dead, not just in law, but in spirit. They don't believe in the Father, drugs are rampant, babies being murdered after they're born, and it's called an abortion. And it's a blessing to some people. These are women saying this. The children who live are immediately and even earlier and earlier all the time put into daycares and schools that are more often government run, handed over for indoctrination into further slavery and brainwashing. In some schools, sex is being taught to 5-year-olds, including masturbation, anal sex, and oral sex. There are abominations allowed to read to our children in libraries and schools across the nation, and they've been found, many of them, to even have child pedophilia charges, guys. The schools themselves are literally there to make your child a better slave. Children are taught complete and utter lies and immorality, and even now they pass new laws to allow children to decide for themselves if they want to be vaccinated, and they can give your child this poison without your permission or even your knowledge. Being a cold person who only cares for money and nihilism is promoted every day on television and in music. Boys running around singing and rapping about women being bitches and hoes, who have some strange hatred for wearing belts. And have no clue whatsoever what it means to be a man, because families have been decimated, where even mothers can't be in the house for love of money and the need to survive, as it gets harder and harder to live on 2 salaries even. As all of this happens, technology marches on, and most people won't raise their heads and look at what was once our beautiful sunny skies. Chemtrails rain down on us, and while we can guess at what's in them, we don't even know that for sure. There's fluoride in the water and a shitload of other chemicals and drugs, plenty of estrogen and everything. the corporations can put into it to feminize our boys and men. And like all of their evil plots, this one is many pronged and one of their favorites. Not only do we now have men who have all this estrogen, which feminizes them, which takes away their natural aggression and masculinity, but then the powers that be, once these men start feeling girly, make it seem like they were just born that way. God. Little God, the little g, it made you this way, right? Right. Perfect for their androgynous agenda, their Baphomet worship. These days, you can't say anything about gays or trannies without some crazy backlash or being labeled a hateful person. Well, it's not natural, and I'm not going to pretend like it is. If people only knew the real truth behind these things, and then maybe we would have already taken down these monsters who perpetrate these horrible crimes against humanity and all natural life. I like to think people would stand, but I'll be honest. Everywhere I look, I see people who won't stand for one another and who won't even stand for their own children, who won't do a damn thing unless it comes to their front door, and even then I wonder. What they don't seem to understand is that the quiet weapons for silent wars have been coming into our homes and our very children and our bodies for a very long time. I know, I'm ranting. I've been called radical, crazy, stupid. I've been told to trust the plan, relax, and I've been called a psycho and many other things. But honestly, I'd like to know, why isn't everybody pissed off? I understand some people, aren't awake, but even among the awake people, I don't see the anger that I feel. Like, the government officials are out here raping children, guys. It's in the news every single day. They spend your money on shit you don't even want them to spend it on. Every single day. They teach lies and immorality every single day. Honestly, I think some people, no, most people don't even have a line in the sand. They will bow down and kiss the little toe of Satan to keep some miserable little slave life with no freedom to be seen or heard of. I find this absolutely insane. But, so, I really do see a lot of people giving lip service to their rights and freedoms and still singing that same old song and bullshit dance, pledging allegiance to a country or a tyrant that steals everything they own. Well, not only own, but their very children, own. What a joke. It makes me laugh. If you don't know yet that you don't own anything, well, you have a very long way to go and a lot to learn. You better start now. If anything I said here pisses you off, well, good. You either need to stop worshiping the beast or you're actually alive. Either way, at least anger isn't apathy. I'm so sick of the apathy. Materialism and the love of money has corrupted us all. Some of us see it, but many don't, and they continue to worship at the altar of mammon. It's all straight evil. As many of you will already know, I was not a good person all my life. I shared my testimony. I didn't tell everything, as that is between me and the Most High, but I did tell a lot. I'm not afraid of man's judgment. I'm afraid of one thing in my life, and that is losing my everlasting life with my Father in heaven. I've been to prison. I've lived in hell in this body and in my mind. The day that my eyes were opened, September 5th, 2018, I was offered a chance at salvation. At that chance and in the face of the truth, I grabbed on with all of my heart and soul. I still struggle with sin every day, but I'm learning every day, and my Father's voice gets clearer every single day. And I'm not only a better person for it, despite the world crumbling around me, I'm a happier person for it. I'm happier for the faith, love, and forgiveness I'm offered. And all I can say is come out of her, my people. Come out. Much love, many blessings. We do overcome this if you stand on the right side. I love you all. Have a wonderful day.